hydrogen, sodium, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, neon, helium.
What is this? It's a lot. I don't want to learn periodic table. Hi guys, welcome back to Study and Freely. And do you see this situation? This is always the top question that my friends, also my cousins, ask me. Why do we have to learn the periodic table even though we can search for it on the Google every time we need it? So today I will give you an evidence and a reason for why you have to learn this periodic table, even though it has a lot of types of periodic table on the computer or your computer on the internet. So let's get started. So guys, it's time to explain why we have to learn the periodic table, right? So you see on the screen here is the periodic table that I use every day in my school in order to solve the chemical problem or to find a solution for some problem that my teacher gave me. And you can see in here there's different colors in here in order to express the different type of elements. You can see in here 9 types, and this is 2 main types, it's non-metals and metals. So as you can see here, this is the sequence numbers is in order to indicate the groups of these elements, and this is the periods of these elements. And also in here, this have the 3 kinds of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. Also, it has a different symbol, so when you look at the periodic table, you can easily determine which one is solid or liquid or gas, right? So these elements are classified from the left to the right, up, down. So due to the increasing of neutral charge. So let's move on. So what I told you about grouping period. So today I want you guys to make sure that you understand the group and period, because we can understand this element through its group and period, and this will give you more information about this element, also the profile of this element. You can see this is the first group of 18 groups of this element. So the hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, and the other things you don't need to know because it's not really necessary for you for this video. We call this one is the group, and this is the first group I told you. So which elements have the same groups also have the same valence? So these elements are classified in the same groups because it had the same valence. So in the next slide I will show you what is valence. So the next thing is the period. I take the 4th period for you to see it easily. And you can see in here which element have the same period, also have the same number electron layers. So let's move on. So in here, valence. What is valence? A measure of its combining power with other atoms when it forms chemical compounds or molecules. So it's quite easy, right? This valence in Vietnam is also known as Hwati. So when you remember the periodic table, you can also remember the valence of it, and you will calculate it easily in your exam or something. So the next word will be electron layer. Is the number of orbits around an atom. So in the next slide, I will show you what exactly the electron layer look like. Because it's quite invisible, you have to image it. So now let's move on. For example, I will give you the example of the group first. As I told you, which elements are classified in the same groups will have the same valence, right? The valence of hydrogen is 1. So the valence of lithium is 1, 2, and also sodium is 1, 2. This is 3 examples of the 3 first elements in the first group. So you can see the relationship between them, right? So let's move on. This is a period. So now you can see, have a look at this. So now I will give you an example of potassium and calcium so that you can easily image. It's at the 4th period, so it will have the 4 electron layers. So as you can count 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so the same thing with calcium. So as you can see, it all have the same numbers of electron layers, right? So now can you understand about it? If not, please comment and I will explain for you more. But I think that with you guys, if I explain like that, I hope that you can understand clearly what exactly is it. So move on. Is the elemental box. So in each elemental box, it will give you a full, not full, apparently the full profile of an element. It's not only show you the atomic numbers, symbol, or exactly name, but it's also told you about the atomic mass. And on the other hand, the atomic numbers is also the number of electrons and the number of protons. And when you have the atomic mass, you can also calculate the numbers of neutrons, because the atomic mass equal the number of protons plus the number of neutrons. So you can easily calculate this, right? So let's move on. So finally, this is the link to the periodic table that I use every day in my school. If you would love to have a look or use it in your daily study, I appreciate that and I highly recommend you should use that, because all of information here is enough for you guys to study in high school and also in university if you wish. And also for this link you can copy it, or I will give you the link in the description box below so you can easily approach with it. So finally, there is a thing I want to show you. I want to talk here is the so we will come back to the periodic table so that you can see clearly. So which elements are classified in the same group? It nearly or completely have the same chemical characteristics. So I hope that through my videos that you can learn a lot of things about how to use the periodic table in chemistry, and I hope that it will be useful for you. It will be useful for you and will help you to learn better in chemistry, and it also will help you to explain why you have to learn the periodic table, right? So thank you so much for watching my videos. If you have any question, any concerns, or you can see any my mistake, please comment below and let me know, so we will figure out together and solve the problem together. So thank you for watching my videos. See you in the next video.